Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow program. Thank you for growing with me on today. Hope you like that little intro. Um, I was no matter what the weather is, don't let nothing steal your joy. It's right now it's overcast and but I can see off in the distance. I can see the beautiful blue sky. I can see the clouds going by, and it's a wonderful day in God. It don't matter what you got. It don't matter what you don't got. Because God is going to bring you through and give you your daily bread every day, honey. We going to reach our breakthrough no matter what is going on, no matter the spiritual warfare around you. Just keep on holding on and pressing on to God because God is delivering breakthroughs. I'm telling you, God is bringing breakthroughs. And again, I just got to say one more time, how he said out with the old, in with the new. So we gonna drive out the hate and evil. Yes, out with the old, and we coming in with the new, and that's the love of God. That's the power of positive thinking. That's the power of love, and that's the power of God. Because God is a greater force than this evil on this earth. So no matter what the evil is doing, see, by him throwing away my stuff, he thought that was gonna just send me there. When I heard the woman on the speakerphone, he thought that was gonna send me there. See, but I don't allow anything to take my joy. Because what I realized this. I came into this earth with nothing. I came to this earth with the love of God on my heart, and that was it. And that's what I'm taking out of here. So all these earthly possessions that we all out here trying to get, trying to have, I want this, I want that. It don't mean nothing. What means something is how you live your life, how you pray it forward. What have you done on this earth? How have you been a God servant to help other people? Have you lived your life destroying folks, literally destroying people just to get what you want out of life, just to get up, just to come up? It don't mean anything because in the end, you still got to give an account to your actions. We got to meet judgment. It don't matter who, we supposed to love. We supposed to pray it forward, and live righteously in God. We are spiritual beings, and religion is about money and control. Religion is about telling you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and about your money, your pocketbook. But God is not interested in your pocketbook. God is interested in your heart. That's what the pastor failed to tell you. God is interested in your heart. My ministry is ran by me, and my breakthrough is coming, when we break that celebrity ring. So then we can continue to pray, bring the message forward, a message of love, and drive this hate out. I'm so tired of hearing about mass shootings. I can't even find out about anything else because first thing across the screen is mass shoot. Well, we need gun control. We really truly need gun control because the oppression is not just affecting a certain group of people. The oppression is affecting us all. It's affecting us also. And we so caught up in the distraction of what's going on, what the evil doing. Now I hear down in Georgia, they done took 1,000 names off the voting rolls. They trying to repeal and go back to some old ways, some old Jim Crow laws, some old different things like that. But honey, evil will not prevail. God is greater than the force of evil on this earth, and we're going to keep on going forward. In genuine equality and righteousness, we going on full steam, honey. The freedom fighters did not fight and die in vain. Their fight was not for nothing. So here we are, growing in God, carrying forth the message of love, because we're going to triumph over tragedy. We're going to overcome. We're going to grow. We're going to continue to grow in God and be the beloved community that Dr. King wanted us to be, that God commands us to be. God commands us to love. We can live beside one another and be in harmony, honey. We can, as a people, as a world, coming together, because this is our world. We have got to be the change. Grow is your movement. Started by me in a haunted house, yes, but grow is your movement. Now we growing in God, because see, God showed me in the haunted house, that evil in the house, those spiritual demons, and the demon that I was married to had no power over me. God had the power. So once I realized that, And once when he stood there and asked me for my soul, I realized he had no power over me by him asking me for my soul to see if I was going to go back to the old ways. No, we going forth in God. Out with the old, in with the new, and that's you. So we going forth in God. We and I appreciate that wisdom he gave me. We going forth in God. We gonna keep on pressing on. And what we gonna do is out this behavior, with how people out here doing folks, on this highway of life, running folks down, trying to get where you trying to go, trying to have what you trying to have. What does it mean? What does it all mean? Because you can't take it nowhere. What you gonna do with it? You can't get in the kingdom with it. You can't. You need to apply the Bible, apply it in righteousness. Because what people like to do is pick and choose out that Bible and apply it for their good, for what they want to do, for their evil doings. For their evil ways, and just pick and choose from it. Honey, please, you got to apply that Bible in righteousness in your life. That's how you apply the Bible. In its basic instruction before leaving earth, that's how you apply the Bible in righteousness. Not, for evil doing, not to run folks down, not for narcissistic ways, not for spiritual warfare that we all up under. We are under a spiritual attack, and it's out to get us. It's out to destroy us, and it's coming after us and our legacy. So that's why we need to grab our people and start growing in God. God is real. And people have lost faith. People have, they sit back and how could God allow this? How could God allow this? How is this going on? See, but what you got to realize, everything happens in God's time. It's God's time. It's not our time. It's God's will, not our will. It's God's plan. And we're going to move forward with the plan. We are enacting the plan because we are growing in God, growing over this evil, in 42 countries and all these different cities in these countries. And we're going to keep on going forth in God to triumph over this tragedy with carrying the power of love, showing people, hey, look, showing love, love is an action word. It's not just a noun. It's an action word. So you show action, you sow love and pray love. I'm going to tell you something, honey. I've been blessed so that, when I got off the street, and put in this house, been blessed to be able to pray it forward because, look, I'm going to tell you something. I don't have to pay no rent. I pay it all back into my ministry. I help starving people everywhere. I help folks. That's what I do with my ministry. My ministry is about giving. And then once we break that celebrity ring, honey, you really finna see some stuff. You really get ready to see some things done. I'm really getting ready to make some moves. I'm really getting ready to lift us all over the world because, look, I don't care about the money. The money don't mean nothing to me. What means something to me is saving souls for God. It's lifting us all up around the world. The domino effect. I just want to touch different lives, let you know I love you. Hey, you somebody in God. Hey, you are royalty. You a king and a queen. Keep on with your dream. Don't let nobody take your dream from you. You are God's servant. You here to pray it forward, just like I'm doing. You are here to pray it forward, honey. So no earthly object. I don't own anything. No earthly object mean nothing to me, because I just continue to pray it forward. It don't mean nothing. Where it once did, I used to love my glass table and my grill stove, had the grill in the middle, all that foolishness, all that used to mean something to me, but it really don't mean nothing if you ain't got God. You got to have God, acknowledge God in all thy ways, not some of the ways, not on this day, in all thy ways, every day. You got to acknowledge God. And that's what I do each and every day, honey, no matter what's going on around me. Yes, I see the evil, but I see God. I see that God is moving. I see that the wind is blowing. The trees are moving. I see the birds are singing. I see the storm is coming, yes. But weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning, honey. I can look beyond the clouds. I know that over there is the light of God beyond the clouds, and it's going to shine again. So what I do, I keep on praying forward love. I keep on praying it forward each and every day of my life, honey. I'm going to give the message of love. I'm going to give the word of God. I'm going to show you the power of love. We're going to keep on pressing forward in God each and every day. We're going to keep growing over this evil. We're going to keep rising. It's time. It's God's time. It's God's plan. So here we stand, hand in hand, man and woman, growing in God, growing up together, lifting one another, touching one another. Call mama up, tell mama, hey, mama, we growing. Hey, uncle, we growing. Hey, sister, I want to tell you something. I'm going to give you a word. We growing. You are a queen of God. You are beautiful. You know, when you in the grocery store, lift somebody's day, make them smile. You don't act like you in customer service, even though you ain't in customer service, because we really are customer service. We are here for one another. You are your brother's keeper. You are your sister's keeper. You know, it ain't about what you got. It's about what you going to do with it. You know, who you going to help. How you going to lift somebody up. You know, worry about you. You be the change. Don't worry about what they doing. You be the change and show them how to do. Look, this how you do. This how you act. This how you be. You know, we got all this church foolishness going on in the church. All this foolishness, all this stuff. You know, God is not about that. God is about your heart. You know, that's what God is about. You know, for me, I'm going to tell you, for me personally, it ain't no pastor anniversary day. I don't need none of that foolishness. See, God give me my anniversary day. God give me my blessing. That's where that come from. I don't need no vacation, different stuff like that. Yeah, I want to, you know, I'm talking about vacation from God. Because, honey, every day you're going to hear the word from me. I don't need no vacation from the Lord, honey. You're going to hear the word of God from me every day. I'm going to continue to sow into my ministry because God put me here for a purpose. God put me here to be a God servant, to lift you, to tell you it's a better way. It's a better way in God, and that is to grow in God. That is to turn from the spiritual warfare. Don't be attracted to the distraction. Turn around over here. Look what God is doing. See how God is moving. See how we growing all over the world. See how we growing in different countries. See how love drives out hate. You know, sow love in your marriage. Sow love at your job. Sow love with your kids. Sow love in the family. You know, and then we can begin to drive this evil out. You see, you can't even hardly go nowhere no more. It's mass shootings everywhere. Now they got the clock running down on the mass shootings on the news. Now that's breaking. You know, I mean, it's just crazy. So, and then we got a group of people, you know, who act like ain't nothing going on, like it's just normal. It's okay. This is not okay. We got children being killed, children being shot down, you know, and on top of that, a lot of these cases are children doing the crimes. So we need to get these lost souls, you know, with these cold hearts been torn apart, surviving years with criminal periods. We need to change this. We need to change some folks. We need to lift some people up, grab these kids up. We got Corona out now and a lot of kids, and now here goes summer. Kids out of school. We need to know where these kids are at all times. Get your children out the street, honey. Ain't nothing out there but trouble. Ain't nothing in the street but trouble. Tell your kids, get them together and show them something positive to do. Teach them how to work on a car. Teach them how to build a house. Yo, teach them about some education that they gonna need to know down the line. A skill. Teach them something. Yo, take some time up with them. That's what we got to do now. Yo, keep them busy. Keep them occupied. Yo, keep them with something to do, something positive to do. Because they got enough negativity all around them. It's a spiritual warfare that's coming to destroy them. It's coming off of your legacy. Children, honey. Children getting caught up in the crossfire. It don't matter. Bullets ain't got no eyes. Anybody getting caught up in the crossfire. That's why we need to grab our people, get these kids out the street. There's so much going on. You know, it's so much. Can you imagine surviving years with criminal peers and what your heart gonna turn out like? Just think about that for a minute. You know, a child just surviving years with criminal peers. What's gonna happen to that child? He gonna get caught up. You know, peer pressure. He gonna get caught up and lost. And then there you go. So that's why we're trying to get these kids. We need to get these kids. We need to get the talented, the lost. These people know how to do so much, honey. They know how to build houses, work on cars, do all kind of different things. But they stuck up under oppression. So we got to tell them mind over anything. I was there. You know, I know. You know, all you got to do, because I watched somebody go through it. So all you got to do is decide, hey, look, I done changed my mind. I don't want to do this no more. I want better for me and my kids, or me and myself, or me and my future. I don't want this anymore. I see where this is headed. This is going. I'm chasing a dream that I ain't gonna never find. So what I got to do is turn it over to the Lord and say, because look, when you make up your mind, That's it. It's over with. I done made my mind up. Anytime you made up your mind about anything, you do it. Once I make my mind up, I'ma do it. Once I make my mind up, I just gotta make my mind up. If I make my mind up, I can find them keys. There you go. You found them. So there, you make your mind up, say, dear Lord, this is it for me. I'm done with this. Using the vices of the world to get over the spiritual warfare. No, you ain't got to do that. Use God. That's what God is there for. Lean on the Lord. Don't lean to your own understanding. Lean on God. Acknowledge him in all thy ways. And there go your breakthrough. Right there. Just keep on going. I'm shining the light from the lighthouse. There go God. Keep on going with God. You sit back, allow God to let God tell you when it's time to fold the sail, honey. That shit rocking. You about to flip over. But I'm telling you, keep on going with God. God got you right there. As long as you hold on to God's unchanging hand, honey, you going to be all right. I'm telling you, it's all good. As long as you got God, Kirkwood, Inglewood, as long as God is in the hood, you got it. You got it. As long as you keep on with the Lord, honey, God, trust God. Yeah, it's an unseen battle. You in an unseen battle. You in a spiritual warfare. It's an attack on you and your and everything about you to destroy you. Evil counts herself for slaughter, but God. God is the way, the truth, and the light. It don't matter what you call him. It's still God. He's still God yesterday, today, and tomorrow. He could be Jehovah. He could be Jesus. He could be whoever. You name him tree, but it's still God. It's still, in the end, it's still God. All the same God who commands us to love. So there you go. There you grow. Keep growing in God. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. I love you. Be lifted. Be lifted, kings and queens, as we carry forth the dream of the great Dr. King. Thank you, Dr. King. You loved us. And now we're going to keep on and show you how much we love you and what you appreciate, what you did for us, Dr. King. So we're going to keep on going with this dream of genuine equality and righteousness, even though we under a spiritual attack. We ain't going to focus on the oppression. We're going to focus on the solution, and that's to grow. I love you. Let's rise.